Paddy, we'll touch on the match in a moment, but York City are staying up. What are the emotions like throughout the squad?
Everybody's obviously very, very pleased that we're staying up. It looked like it was all done sort of last weekend, so you maybe had more of a celebration last weekend. At the end of the day, we've lost a game of football today, so I think there's a wee bit of disappointment. But as you said, the overriding factor and the overriding feeling is one of happiness, because we've stayed in the division.
What do you make of the game? Because it took a while for the first goals and the goals to come.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot in the game. Goals a bit of misfortune for us. I think it sort of nicked off somebody and bounced straight to their lad. There wasn't a lot in it, and then it was a strange last 5 minutes or so, but we're staying up, that's all that matters.
Yeah, while the key thing was stay up, it must be a little bit gutting to concede that goal and end the season.
It was. You want to go out on a high. I think we've done so well over the past 5 or 6 weeks, put an unbelievable run together, and it was we really wanted to go out with 5 wins in 7. It wasn't to be, but we've got the summer now to I'm sure there'll be all sorts of stuff, chats about recruitment, chats about contracts for next season and whatnot, and we'll look to start next season strong.
You were there when we got beat 6-1 by Altrincham. What does it show about the team spirit to actually come back from that and go on the run that you have done?
Absolutely, it does show a hell of a lot of character within the squad that we did. People were doubting us, and we bounced back. See you guys. We bounced back from that, sort of galvanised the group and went and put a good run together. But I always sort of said that we would put a run together at some stage. I was always confident in that, and thankfully we did.
You've been at the club since the early National League North days. You were also here through the 2012 success.
Yeah.
You must know that this isn't the norm for York City. This isn't where York City want to be.
No, absolutely, but it is, and that you have to deal with it here and now. It would have been a disaster if the club had to slip back into the National League North. But we've had 2 seasons now of. There's been a lot of stuff going on. It seems to have been chaos for 2 years. So hopefully now, we've kept our head above water last season and this season, and I think now it's time for some stability, and hopefully we can push on and be looking to challenge at the right end of the table, at the end of the table that we want to be, to try and get out of this division in an upward trajectory.
Yeah, and things are starting to look up a bit. How important is the summer in terms of getting things right this time?
Yeah, I think every summer is important, and off the pitch there'll be a lot of stuff going on over the summer, I'm sure. But whoever's here next year will want to use this sort of period of good results and good performances, and look to build on that, and really take it forward in the next season.
As a player, you'll know this feeling quite well. What happens now, because last game of the season, what's the actual feeling within the squad?
In terms of
what happens with the players?
Some people will have contracts for next season, some people won't. There'll be chats, I think we're all in Monday, for discussions, conversations with the manager on, next season. So, it'll all become clear over the next few days, and, people that are lucky enough to get a contract will, be hoping to come back all guns blazing, ready for next season.
And just to final on the fans throughout the season, and especially today, how good have they been?
Been brilliant. Followed us through thick and thin, and there's been some tough days. A few good days in there as well. But I think the overriding factor and the massive thing to come out of all this is that we are staying in the division. We have kept ourselves afloat, and it's a good platform now to build on, and hopefully we can do that next season.
Congratulations.